Psycho's Kitchen, where horror movies are served cold. The reviews are ruthless, and every film gets put under the knife. I love knives. Each episode, Hayden and Hallie venture into the darkest corners of cinema, dissecting the scares, the stories, the kills, and the nightmares that refuse to stay on the screen. Some movies will leave you screaming. Some will leave you laughing. And some should have never been made. So, lock the doors, turn down the lights, and prepare yourself for a feast of fear. This is Psycho's Kitchen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Psycho's Kitchen. I am Hayden,
And I'm Hallie.
and this week we watched Weapons.
Yes.
Oh,
Long time to get this one in.
So you know how in our last episode, The Conjuring, where I said paranormal, supernatural horror doesn't ever get me?
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Knew we'd find one eventually.
Yeah, turns out all you had to do was add demon children, and yeah, there I go.
God help you if you watch The Omen.
The Omen actually doesn't bother me.
Really? But this one did.
Yeah, I think it was the amount.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you.
I think it was because like Children of the Corn bothers, and Pet Cemetery bothers me kind of, but not really that. But like Children of the Corn bothers me, and so I think it's the sheer amount of demented children. Because like I could take one demented child, like I could punt him across the room, you know. But there's 17 of these of these little crotch goblins just.
I'm just thinking in the back of my head, I gotta get you to a haunted, orphanage somewhere.
No, Lord, no. I'll stay away from that. Oh my gosh. So what'd you think of this movie?
I liked this movie. Now, it kind of had me going, for a little bit there. I'm not gonna lie.
I still don't know why it's called Weapons, unless it means that the children are the weapons.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what the inference is. You are correct.
Look at me go. I have questions, not
Okay.
many answers. I've watched this movie now 3 times.
I watched it a grand total of once, and I think I got it pretty good in my head.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get into it.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. So early one morning at 2:17 a.m. in Maybrook, Pennsylvania, 17 children from the same class simultaneously leave their homes and run off into the night. Okay, so we got to talk about this because I can't just like pass on how they're running. Okay, so you ever seen Naruto?
I know what you're talking about.
Huh?
Yep.
Okay. So they were running like half Naruto, half creepy uncle. Like the way they were running with their arms out like that with just a mission, it was crazy. It was weird.
I mean, they couldn't just have them running. I mean, it wouldn't.
Right, them just, fucking running all over the place. No, that wouldn't have worked. That wouldn't have been scary enough. No, but this was crazy. This was very creepy.
Very much in a trance-like state almost.
Oh yeah, for sure. So they've all run off into the night. They all left at 2:17 a.m. and a few Ring cameras caught it on film, and we're going to dive really deep into that because I screamed at the police in this movie. Okay, but anyway, so
I got my moments too.
yeah. By the way, all of this is happening under the narration of a child that we don't. I don't know what child it is. It never specifies that I saw which child this is that's narrating this.
No, but I don't think
But
it's one
it's
of them, though. I
yeah,
think
it's
it's
not
the kid
Alex.
from the elementary school.
Yeah, it's got to be just some random kid.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe a kid in the same grade, different class. Or,
right.
yeah,
Their teacher, Justine Gandy, played by Julia Garner, arrives to her classroom hours later only to find one student there, a boy named Alex. His name's Alex Lilly. He's played by Carrie Christopher. I don't know. Carrie or
Carrie.
Kari Christopher?
It's
Carrie?
Carrie.
Okay. This kid is a very good actor. He was very
Yes, he
good.
is.
Yeah, he was very good. Bravo to you, little child. I don't even know how old you are, but bravo. You did a very good job. Um, so a police investigation is launched, and Alex and Justine are both questioned naturally because all 17 children that went missing were from her classroom. Okay,
Yep,
her
just
classroom alone.
hers. Yep.
Yeah, no other child was missing, but every student in her class was missing except for one, which is suspicious. Uh,
Don't
so
be suspicious.
naturally,
Don't be
don't
suspicious.
be suspicious. Yeah, so naturally the school is shut down during the investigation, but after 30 days, it's reopened and Alex is moved to a different classroom with another teacher because what are you
Trauma.
gonna do? you know.
Yeah.
So the school principal, Andrew Marcus, played by Benedict Wong, places Justine on leave as the wider community ostracizes and suspects her of what happened. Naturally,
Yeah.
so she's depressed. She resorts to alcoholism and a one night stand with her ex boyfriend and married police officer Paul Morgan, played by Alden Ehrenreich. 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 Huh. Interesting last name. Justine also experiences nightmares about the missing children and a strange woman.
Yeah, that one, that's what got me.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty creepy. I'm not gonna lie. That was jump scare number one. Um,
Not to mention
since
all the knocking and
oh
on
yeah,
her
yeah,
door
yeah,
and
yeah,
her looking out the window and there's nobody there and
yeah,
yeah.
and like it was very suspenseful. It was almost elevated horror in certain aspects.
Yes.
It did very very well with that. So since the investigation, Justine has not spoken to Alex. She discusses speaking to him, uh, or with him to Marcus, who tells her that he will not allow it, and I understand why he won't allow it. You know,
No, because the whole town doesn't thinks it's her, that she had
yeah,
something to do with it. And on top of that, she has no authority to do
right.
such.
Yeah, and the kid's been through enough, honestly,
Yes.
especially after we find out what he's been through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Justine attempts to speak to Marcus as he heads home, but he doesn't want to talk to her. Justine also attempts to talk to Alex's parents, but no one answers their front door. And then she decides that she's gonna go snooping around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she goes to the back of the house and she finds that all the windows have been covered in newspapers from the inside. She can peek through an opening and she sees two figures sitting stock still on a couch inside. I legit crapped my pants.
Really.
I mean, not really,
No,
but
you know
like
what I
it
mean? It's
got
like
me.
I don't think it got me nearly as much as I went, where's this movie going?
Right. So she feels that the parents must be purposely ignoring her. Following this, she calls Marcus to insist on a wellness check regarding Alex. And yeah, Marcus is kind of getting annoyed with her at this point. Like she's not listening to him and everything,
Because at
which is
this
very,
point, yeah,
yeah,
at
it's
this
very
point,
understandable.
yeah, the whole town thinks she's responsible and she's a well-known drunk and she's known probably for sleeping around at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, she soon becomes obsessed with the house, watching it from her parked car up the street as the days go by. One evening, after she's fallen asleep, a woman exits the house and walks very creepily over to the vehicle, notices that she is asleep, gets into the vehicle in the back, reaches up with a pair of seamstress fucking clippers.
yeah, the old style ones. Yeah,
Yeah, and cuts off a lock of her hair. Okay, we need to stop here, because we
Hmm.
need to talk about how this is. I don't know if this is how everyone is, but at least for me, when I'm asleep in a car, it don't matter if it's a light brake tap. It don't matter. My butt's waking up. I cannot imagine sleeping through all of that in a car.
Well, how do
I
we
mean,
not know
maybe.
that alcohol could have been involved?
Well, true. Yeah,
She
yeah,
was, yeah.
yeah. That's very true. I didn't think about alcohol.
I mean, it plays a large part in her life, apparently. So,
Right. Yeah. So meanwhile, Archer Graff, Josh, played by Josh Brolin, the father of one of the missing
missing
children,
children.
missing children, struggles to cope after his son's disappearance. Naturally, um, frustrated by the ineffective police investigation, and it looks like we're about to get to just how ineffective this police investigation
Oh,
was.
this was
Um,
horrible.
yeah, Archer decides to look into the case himself, and it's a good thing he did.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to read this verbatim. I'm going to describe this in my own way.
you do it. You
Okay,
go for
so
it.
what he does is he takes his ring camera footage of his son just running in like a straight line, okay? And he's like, "Wait a minute. Huh. Interesting." Okay. So he uh gets that down like and he brings out a map, okay? And he notices that he's going straight towards a tower. So he makes a line on the map that goes straight. And then he goes and he asks for another parent's footage to see which direction their child went in. At first, the mother refuses, and then he ends up getting it anyway. I don't remember how he got it actually. How did he get it?
What, the second person?
Yeah, the
The
second
dad came home.
person's.
The dad came
Oh
home.
yeah, the dad came home. Yep, that's right.
Played by
So
Justin Long.
yeah, so he waited for the dad to
Uh,
come home, and then he gets it anyway. That's right. My bad. So he gets it. He does the same thing, finds out which way she was going, and draws another line and does it, and it makes an intersection. And he circles that, and uh, that's where he assumes that they're going. This motherfucker did more work in 5 minutes of this movie that the police did in the whole thing.
in 6 months.
Yeah. Okay. In the beginning, it says that there was 4 or 5 ring cameras that caught this on film. Okay. Why was the first thing that the police did not look at the direction all of the children were going?
Nobody said that they were completely, not inept.
Like if I see children leaving a house, their houses in a trance and just going straight, I'm gonna be like, "Huh, wonder which way they were going." That's the first thing I'm gonna say. Wonder
Yeah,
where they're going.
usually, do you have any cameras? It's usually one of the first questions in a
Yeah,
good
I want
investigation.
like it's not gonna be like, "Oh my God, why are these children running away?" It's not gonna be like, "What happened?" No, it is going the literal first question and the first question I asked when I started the movie, so I know it would be my first question was, "Where are they going?"
Yeah, where's it going and why?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
like I don't understand. I don't understand how this dude did in 5 minutes what the police has couldn't do for months. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, he notes the direction of their daughter, and he uh
sure way.
yeah, so he starts driving there. So before he met up with Justine, Paul had a run in with James, played by Austin Abrams, a local drug addict. Does this
Fast
not?
forward.
We're at a cut, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, this thing
yeah.
doesn't.
Is the one thing that I'm going to let everybody know is that this thing will cut because it follows different characters and their
Yeah,
viewpoint.
it follows different characters at different times in it, so it uh it can get confusing, but I'm gonna try to remember where all the cuts are so that we can explain what's going on. So right now
Yes,
we're at a cut, and we are at Paul, the police officer. Okay, so
who's sleeping with Justine?
yeah, who is sleeping with Justine, the teacher. So before he met up with Justine, Paul had a run in with James, played by Austin Abrams, who is a local drug addict and burglar. It's really funny, and I want to describe this scene as well. So he's uh, James is trying to break into a house, okay, and he sees him, or Paul sees him, and he eventually catches up with him, and he gets him, he tackles him to the ground, and he, cuffs him, and he's about to search him, and he asks James, "Is there anything in your pockets that will poke me?" And he goes, "Nah, man, nah." And he goes, "Are you sure? I really don't want to be poked." And he's like, "Nah, man, ain't nothing in my pockets." And as soon as Paul puts his hand into James's pocket, he gets poked by a needle.
Like about, yeah, one of the
Yeah,
many apparently
yeah.
that this man was carrying.
hmm So he goes into like, the best I can describe it as fight or flight mode, and he just launches a blow right to the dude's noggin. Like he just punches him straight in the face.
Yep.
And he goes down. Naturally, he's going down, and Paul realizes that all of his cameras are on, so he's like, "Oh shit." Uh,
I don't need this.
Yeah. So he goes and he unplugs the cameras, and then he he unplugs all the cameras, and then he gets James up, and he tells him, "The way I see it, I did you wrong, you did me wrong. Let's just forget about it and you leave town, but if I ever catch you back here, I'm gonna make you sorry," basically is what he said.
Yeah.
Uh so yeah, and this is where Paul starts to spiral.
Yeah.
He starts to basically spiral out of control. But now we're catching up to James. So now we're transferring over to James in the story. Okay, so now we're going to his
Viewpoint.
yeah. So following the assault, James breaks into Alex's house, believing it has been abandoned. Inside, he sees Alex's parents in a trance-like state and finds the missing children in the basement. So upon seeing a reward poster, um, okay, hold on one second.
They jumped
That
ahead.
that doesn't describe that nearly as much as I want it to.
No.
So following the assault, James breaks into Alex's house. And he thinks it's been abandoned. So he breaks
Wanders the
in.
house. Yeah. Looking for
He
stuff to steal and on off.
yeah, notices the parents, notices that they're in some kind of weird trance. This is all weird, right? So he's down in the basement, and he sees nothing but children. All 17 children are standing in the basement. They're just standing there. They're not moving. They're in a complete trance. And he just looks and he goes, "What the fuck?" And then all of the children simultaneously just turn around in a split second, and it scared the shit out of me. That got me.
It got you?
That got me. Yep, that one got me. Because they were in a trance. I didn't think they were going to turn around.
Uh-huh. Okay.
like I did not think they were going to turn around. So I was not expecting that one. Good. That was a good one. I was not expecting that. But yeah, anyway. So he decides that he's going to get the reward money. So he heads to the police station, but he's intercepted by Paul, who thinks he's coming to report what happened the other day. And James flees into the woods, where he spots a strange woman waving at him. She At first I was like, "Is this Pennywise? Like what?
That's what I thought. I went, oh
Like
my God,
what the?"
are they doing homage here? What are they doing?
Yeah, it literally looked like a scene from the original It,
It
where
did.
he's in the marsh just waving. Like that's
Yeah.
literally what it looked like.
I mean, it was like, for a minute, I'm like, wait, because I wasn't even sure what I saw for a second.
Yeah.
It took me a second to realize what I saw.
Right. So James runs away from the woman and he goes back into his tent. And Paul catches up to James basically. He runs into the tent and zips it up, and then he sees a figure coming and he thinks that it's, I guess, the woman. So he picks up a handful of syringes um as the zipper zips open, and then he lunges forward to stab the figure, and it turns out that it's Paul. And so he stuck him with more needle.
Like, what? Like 6 needles at this point?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude's
Um, it
I
was
don't want
I
to know what
laughed.
his yeah, I don't want to know what his blood cultures are at this point.
I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard. Um, but so he basically convinces Paul about what he saw, and he puts James in the back of his police cruiser, asks him if he has AIDS or, or hepatitis.
Hepatitis or anything else or
Yeah, and he's like, "Shit, man, I hope not." Um, so Paul drives them to Alex's house, leaving James in the car while he enters hours late, or while he enters.
yeah.
Period. Hours later, Paul emerges from the house in a trance. So he has been captured in this trance, and drags James in, like, out of the car and drags him inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Imagine having that happen to you when you're just, although
Right.
it's kind of karmic, right?
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, sort
Yeah.
of. For both
Although
of them.
Paul really deserved that. He was kind
I
of a dick,
mean,
though.
yeah, think about it. I mean,
I mean, I don't know well, yeah, he was a cheater, so
yeah,
that
because
alone,
his wife,
yeah,
yeah,
in
his
my
wife found out
yeah.
and knew that he was doing
I
it.
was sitting there thinking about him punching him, but I was like, I probably would have too.
Yeah.
But no, no, he's a cheater, so we don't like him.
Nope.
Yep. But yeah. So we cut now to Marcus, the principal of the school. So after giving in to Justine's request to call in Alex's parents for a wellness check, Marcus does so and is visited by Alex's aunt Gladys. Now, this is the first time we see Aunt Gladys. I mean, except for a split second, you saw her in the woods waving like Pennywise when
Also in a also in a dream.
oh yeah, you did see her in a dream. Yep, that's right. I forgot about the dream.
Yeah.
Yep. So Aunt Gladys is there. She claims that his parents are ill and that she is now caring for the family. Despite her insisting that things are fine at home, Marcus says he must meet with Alex's parents or he will be forced to contact the authorities.
Yeah.
Uh, so shortly after this, Gladys visits Marcus and his husband Terry, played by Clayton Ferris, at their home. Um, during a and okay, so I must say that Marcus has every right to blame his husband for what happened. He was telling her to get the
Oh
fuck
yeah.
out. Marcus was telling her to get the fuck out, and he was like, "No, don't be silly." He didn't say
You're
it like
so
that. I'm
mean
just
or so rude.
yeah. I
Invited
was
some
like,
really
"No,
weird looking
no,
woman into your house.
she looks like a clown."
Yes.
But anyway, yeah. So Gladys visits Marcus and his husband at their home, and they bring her inside. She asks for some water, and Marcus goes to get her a glass, and she says no, a bowl, and she's like, it's just like an idiosyncrasy type thing, so it's
No, I
she
don't.
doesn't even question it anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't explain. She just does it.
Yeah,
She wants
like
to.
she
Yeah.
so already this chick is fucking weird. Um, so she then gets where did she get his hair?
Remember?
Huh?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I don't remember how she gets Marcus's hair, but anyway, she ends up with Marcus's hair somehow, like a lock of his hair, and she cuts her hand with a thorny piece of wood, and they're freaking out at this point. They're like, "What the fuck? What?" Um, and she smears her blood all over this stick, and she starts wrapping Marcus's hair around it, and she like breaks it, so like she breaks it, and then basically uh Andrew gets possessed, and he goes and he kills his partner Marcus.
Opposite. Marcus got killed Andrew.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting
Yeah.
here. That's why I was confused. Let's start over. And I'm going to use my own words to describe this. Okay, so
Let's
she
do this. Yeah.
basically she smears her like stick thing, and then she wraps his hair around it, and she breaks it, and it puts Marcus into a trance where he just goes straight for his
His
husband
husband. Yeah.
and just starts bashing his head in with his own head. Like he used his own head to bash in the head of his partner. And that was interesting.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very interesting.
I had a lot of
So
questions about that though.
right. Yeah. So then we get to the next part where we finally realize why she took that lock of hair from Justine. Because then she gets another stick out, does the same thing, wraps or pulls Justine's hair out of the bag, wraps it around, snaps it, and Marcus just starts running like the kids were running. He just starts
Yep.
running exactly like the kids were. And it was interesting. It was very interesting.
Yeah. It was. You're just kind of like, okay, Energizer
Yeah,
Bunny, go, evil Energizer Bunny,
right. I mean, it was insane.
all the way through town.
hmm So yeah, he's running, and he's just running, and he's just running, and he runs all the way to
The gas station, wasn't it?
yeah, he runs all the way to the gas station where she's being confronted by Archer.
Yeah.
hmm and Archer is talking to her. Well, no, that uh, or did it combine these two? I think it combined these two in the synopsis.
It might have.
Yeah, because so they're arguing at the gas station, and she's just basically like, you know what? Everybody in this town hates me. I don't care anymore. Fuck off. and so this is when Marcus starts running through the gas station, and he just goes straight through Archer and just gets on top of her. And naturally, Archer's trying to fend off Marcus. She flees into the gas station. And as Marcus goes into the gas station and is trying to kill this woman, literally trying to kill this woman,
Yes.
she
Yeah.
gets away and she runs up to the front, and the dudes at the counter is like, "Get the fuck out of my store!" And she's like, "Fucking help me!" And
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Why is this dude not calling the police?
Well, I mean, considering the fact that the cops don't know what they're doing, so why would the
I mean,
average citizen?
well, true. Yeah, this is like Haddonfield in the Halloween movies. Like everyone is useless except for like three people in this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Everybody else is stupid.
Yeah. So he starts she escapes in a car uh and Marcus starts running after her, and he is killed by an oncoming car. Like he gets hit by a car.
Oh, he didn't just get hit.
Yeah, he gets demolished. Like
He just,
his whole
yeah,
brain goes
he smeared.
yeah, he got smeared.
Yeah.
Um, so Justine and Archer reconcile after the terrifying events, and this is where Archer's like, maybe it's not her.
Yeah. He starts, maybe.
Yeah, he's like, maybe there's something more here. And a good thing that he did, because they made a great team here.
Oh, they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
So after the terrifying events, he reveals his research to her in trying to find out where the children went. As she looks at the map, she's like, "Oh shit, that's Alex's house in the
Yeah.
circle." Yeah. So they're like, "Oh, okay." So now we are traveling to Alex.
Yeah.
So now we're in Alex's
Timeline.
timeline, and this is where everything kind of starts to make sense. This is where it starts to be like, okay, okay, I'm starting to realize. So prior to the disappearance of Justine's class, uh, Alex's parents had agreed to take in his aunt Gladys, whom they claim is very ill. Flashbacks show Alex's parents helping her into the house late at night after Alex is put to bed. Curious, he peeks into her room, where he sees a red wig, a small tree, and the frail old woman watching him. Um,
That'd be
when
enough to
his
terrify any child.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So he goes to school the next day, and after school, his dad doesn't pick him up. So Alex walks home and encounters Gladys and his parents at the dinner table. The two seemingly in a trance, not seemingly in a trance, they're in a fucking trance.
Oh no, they're 100%. You can't miss that.
Yeah, right. So Alex starts to grow upset at what has happened, uh, and he throws water on his dad, trying to wake him up. She sends him to his room. He comes back later for like dinner or whatever. I don't understand why he came back, because she said go to your room, go to bed, no dinner for you. So he comes back down anyway, and She sits him down and she swears him to secrecy, um, with the promise of killing his parents if he tells what she has done. Um, so she then demonstrates her powers by performing a ritual wherein she makes the two adults attack themselves with forks until Alex begs her to stop. So she does the little stick thingy again. She, breaks the stick and they both pick up forks and they start stabbing themselves in the face
In the
with the
face.
forks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he begs her to stop and she's like, "You promise me that you won't tell anybody." And he promises. He's scared shitless as any child would be. Um so Alex continues to go to school as usual and is tasked with purchasing soup and feeding his entranced parents. Shortly afterwards, Gladys falls ill again and requests that Alex gather a personal item from each of his classmates to help her get better. When it seems like this may mean Gladys will leave and his parents will return to normal, Alex obviously does what he's told. Goes to school and he steals the personalized basket labels each of his classmates made for Justine's classroom. Uh, the next morning at 2:17 a.m., Gladys is performing her ritual, and the boy comes downstairs. He sees what she's doing. It's like 2:15, and she just doesn't answer, and she keeps, doing her ritual. And as she does, all the children leave their home at 2:17 a.m. and they all run to Alex's house and rush down the basement as he watches. He watches as every one of his classmates runs down into the basement.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we know why they went. They were possessed by a witch.
Bitty horror.
Yeah, a very creepy clowny witch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just think
So
of, Pennywise and Ronald McDonald had a kid
yeah. Mm-hmm.
with a little bozo for measure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, so I was wondering at this point, and a lot of my questions were answered after I had the questions for so long. Because the whole time I was sitting there after the druggy dude, after he found all the kids in the basement, I was like, now hold on. The police searched that house. And I
Yeah.
was and I was like, are they really that incompetent? But then we're at the part where it gets explained.
Yeah.
So we get like a montage of like the local police begin to investigate the children's disappearances. Gladys keeps up appearance to make everything seem normal. She does her little fucking stick thingy again, and she has all the children rush off into the nearby woods and has Alex clean up the house when the officers come by to inspect the place. She cleans up Alex's father and accompanies him and Alex when the police want to question the boy. She says that Alex's father had a stroke, so he can't talk, and she put makeup on him to hide the wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Alex is also tasked with feeding his classmates soup as well as his parents. So he has to feed all 17 of his classmates and his parents.
Yeah. And has to go to school and drag home soup every day.
Yeah. So
Ironically, it's Campbell's soup. You can tell it's Campbell's soup the entire time.
yeah. So I mean, I really feel bad for this kid at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's stuck in
Um
a situation for sure.
yeah, like he has no way out of this.
No.
Or so he thinks until the opportunity arises.
Silver
So
lining.
right. So sometime later, Alex returns home to find the entranced Paul and James in the house. Gladys claims she is growing weak again and plans to leave the next day with Alex. So he's like, I don't want to leave.
Yeah. I don't want to go anywhere with this crazy woman.
Yeah. So that evening, Justin and Archer attempt to enter the house. But they set off a trap Gladys set, causing Paul and James to attack them. The two are unable to stop the two men until Gladys takes. Why does it say Gladys takes Paul's gun?
They're
No,
wrong.
it's not Gladys.
No,
Uh,
Justine.
yeah, so Justine, as Paul's choking her, Justine takes Paul's gun, shoots him in the neck, and that doesn't stop him. It just starts making him gargle, and then she shoots him in the head, and he goes down. Um, so James is on top of Archer, and he's beating the shit out of Archer, and she takes Paul's gun and she shoots him in the head too while he's on top of Archer. So yeah, that happened.
Yeah, and it's
So
all because they stepped on the salt line,
right,
the salt
yeah.
lines. Yeah.
So, a search of the downstairs. Well, as Archer gets up, he goes downstairs. He finds the children in the basement, um, and he is, like searching for his kid in all of them. And who does he find? Gladys. Yeah, Gladys is down there looking like a fucking Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
It is.
Yeah, she looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, and she attacks him. She takes off his dog tags, and she quickly performs the ritual and sends him after Justine. So at the same time, all of this is happening. Uh, Alex was told by Gladys while she's performing a ritual in her room that he cannot step over the salt line. His parents are standing guard at the door, and if he steps over the salt line, bad things will happen. So what's the little kid do? He decides to test the waters. So he just dips his little big toe, his big toe, over that line and touches the floor on the other side, and it does a little ding like sound effect in the movie, and his parents just go feral and start chasing him like in a
Imagine
split
how
second.
horrifying that would be.
Yeah,
Not only are
and
your parents in a freaking trance, now they're trying to kill you.
you're right. Yeah. So he is going through door after door, shutting door after door. It's not doing anything. Um they're breaking down the doors, and he's just having to go through door after door after door. Well, finally he gets to Gladys's room.
Hmm.
Yeah. The parents were pursuing him into Gladys's room. And this is where you shouldn't have done the ritual in front of the kids so many times.
As the kid, man.
Yeah, because and this was outstanding. He
Yeah.
enters the room, and he goes and he grabs his own little sticky thingy and grabs her wig, and he starts he does like a little prick on his hand or his finger, and he starts rubbing his blood all over the stick, and he wraps a string of her natural hair that he found inside of the wig. He wraps it around the twig, and he breaks it.
Hmm.
And guess what happened? All the children that are in the basement just go feral, and they chase her and chase her. She rushes from the house. She goes through neighbors' houses, and these children aren't stopping. They're breaking through the windows, they're crashing through walls, they're doing everything. And she's just going through house after house after house, and it's not stopping them. They're just breaking through the walls, breaking through the doors, breaking through the glass. They're doing everything. I'm excited at this point. I'm
I
on the
know.
edge of my seat.
Woohoo!
I'm going, yes, get her, get her, get her. So they finally do catch up to her, and it was very sweet because she runs through a door, and the other kid's like, oh no, I'm not trying to run through that door. She just breaks through the window and just
Yeah,
lands straight on her. And all of the kids, after she gets tackled to the ground, they all get onto her and they just start ripping her apart. Um, they
literally.
they literally rip her body apart. They rip her arms off. They rip her flesh off. They rip her they rip her skull off of her jaw. And at that point, Archer once she dies, it breaks the hold over Archer and the parents. So the parents are no longer chasing Alex, and Archer is no longer trying to kill Justine. And Archer acts like he didn't know what was going on, which he probably didn't. He probably didn't even know that he was attacking her. So he rushes out of the house and follows the trail of utter destruction
Yeah.
to the children, where he ends up finding his son and uh, Justine. Wow, almost forgot her name there for a second. Uh, Justine goes upstairs at the same time, and she goes and finds Alex, who is hugging his parents because they are still in their trance. They're not in an attacking trance; they're just not, waking up, basically.
Hmm.
So it goes to a closing voiceover of the same kid from the beginning that tells us that Alex's parents never recovered, and he was sent to live with another aunt in another town. The children were all returned to their parents, but they too seem to still be under the trance. Eventually, it says a few began to gain the ability to speak again after some time. and the credits roll, and that's the movie.
Talk about intense.
Yeah, that movie was intense. It had good pacing though.
It did. You were never bored with it.
Yeah, yeah. It was a very good movie
Yes. It was way better than I thought it would be at first, but yeah, definitely.
for sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. Um, I gotta say, this was probably one of the scariest movies I've seen in a while. I must admit, this one got me. Like jump scares don't get me. They really don't. But this one
Consider
had some that actually surprised me.
that's what's funny to me
Hmm.
because I was the opposite for once.
Oh, oh, this one didn't get you?
No,
Yeah. I mean, it
either that
it
or
had
you've beaten me already.
I have molded you and formed you. No, this movie actually got got me a few times, and I think it has to do with the amount of demented demonic children.
Yeah, we keep coming back to that for you. Okay,
Yeah, hmm
I'm gonna.
they're creepy. They're creepy.
Yeah, I know how to get you now. So
Well, it's kind of the same with like Dawn of the Dead. So
yeah,
Dawn of the Dead, the whole movie does not scare me. There is not a single part of that movie that scares me, except the beginning where she opens the door, the little girl opens the door and she just starts attacking the dad. That scene that that got me a little bit the first time I watched it, but the rest of the movie was fine. So it's just the demented killer kids. That's what it is. I'm telling you. That's what it is. They're fucking creepy.
yeah. Well, when innocence turns bad, I guess, huh?
Yep, they're fucking creepy.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's why I can't watch Kindergarten Cop.
Are you kidding me?
Gage, man. Gage.
He's not Gage in the movie.
So, still played by the same kid. I'm
Oh
just
my
kidding.
lord!
I'm just kidding.
Don't
Oh.
worry me like that.
So, having seen the movie, having talked about the movie, you got any final thoughts on it?
I do. I like the fact that they did it through different viewpoints. You don't see
hmm
that because then
Oh
you're kind
yeah,
of like
yeah.
it's like you're jumping through times with these people. You
Yeah. It was
become them, you know?
yeah. And I do there are a few movies that do that. But
Not enough.
yeah, not enough, definitely not enough. And I don't think any of them really do it as well as this movie.
No, this one was definitely, I mean, I've read a lot of books like that.
Yeah,
This kind of kept the pacing of a really good book like that.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Action after action after action, or, emotional turmoil. It was always something going on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie kept me in suspense. It kept me on my toes. It was fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. Our coworker needs to stop being so friggy.
Yeah.
Every movie that she has recommended to us is like golden.
Yeah. This is what? How many is this now? Two?
3.
Three? Yeah. What was the
Mhm.
third one? I forgot.
It was Bring Her Back, this one, and I don't remember, but there was a third one.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Or maybe that was just me. That was X. Yeah, it was X.
Oh, okay.
You
Gotcha.
weren't
Okay.
you weren't here yet.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think there's only two that we did. Yeah.
hmm Yep. So I like this movie.
I did too. I liked it. I liked it.
So what would you rate it on the scary scale?
For me, I'm gonna say a 7 or an 8. I'm not quite sure
Seven
where
and
I
eight.
fall on it. Yeah, because it really
8.
depends on what it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because
I've
there are some scenes that are kind of like, Paul can't catch a break because he keeps jumping the guy with the needles in his pocket or getting stabbed by the guy with the, like
right.
the weird little humor parts in it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, and there were a lot of good humor parts in it. I'm gonna rate it as an 8 as well. This was a decently scary movie. This was a good watch. I like this
it
movie.
was. It was
Yeah.
way better than what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. I was
Definitely.
thoroughly impressed. So, are there any fun facts for this movie?
I have a few here. Okay.
Ooh, okay. I was
Not
gonna
nearly as
say,
many as, this was a few, not a whole lot, but I found a few because it is a new
yeah,
movie.
right. And that's
Newer
what I was
one.
worried about. I was like, there might not
Yeah.
be very many fun facts yet.
A lot of it is stuff that I kind of, trolled through to find what was the most interesting to our audience.
Right.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. So, well, for one, when the movie came out, theaters, in order to, capture the movie's feel, would actually start showing one of the showtimes at 2:17.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So that was a really good tie in there. So
Mhm.
can you imagine 217 and you're in there watching it and 217's everywhere? It's like The Conjuring with the, what was it, 307 or something in the morning?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, same kind of thing.
Yep.
This is the one that's going to hurt you even more. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There were upwards of more than 170 kids on the set at sometimes.
Oh, I absolutely believe that.
Because
100%. With
you got to think it's,
child labor laws and
yeah,
everything, I 100% like I 100%. I would have thought there was more, honestly.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
because
you remember how, go ahead.
you can only like I don't know how long they can work in a day, but it's not very long.
No, because they
So
have to have
yeah,
half the day in tutoring and half the day in on set.
yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
Unless they're
So
emancipated. And
I figured they had a lot of kids on that set.
not to mention just the extras, just to make it full school in there, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, Now you want to know the inspiration? Some of the inspirations for this movie?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Well, one of the things is, you know how you were talking about the Naruto run
Mhm.
the kids were doing? Well,
Yep.
actually, it was actually twofold on that. The person who was coming up with the idea for this story, I cannot remember his name, sorry. He was, thinking about the way kids run. Well, kids run like that at some stage. Think about it.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's a normal kid run at some point. But also, he took inspiration from a really famous Pulitzer Prize photo that was the Napalm girl from Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking
Okay.
about? Yeah, if
Yes,
you
I
don't
do.
know,
I do.
it's a heartbreaking photo for sure because it was during the Vietnam War and her village was bombed with
Mhm.
napalm and she's not in a good state, we'll say, and
Right.
she's running like that. So he took inspiration from that as well.
Okay. That actually ties together pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So Aunt Gladys's look partially was based on the idea of her looking like a bird of prey. So
Oh,
like they made her
okay.
pupils thinner, more narrow,
Mhm.
to kind of give her that bird-like beak, nose, and eyes look, if you think about it.
Okay.
She almost
Yeah.
looks like a baby bird when she's seen without her wig for the first time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because she's preying on these children and these people. The movie was actually pushed up several months because it was supposed to start airing, and I think it was like in January of this year when it came out last year,
Huh.
because it was the test screens were so positive they had to rush it out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
that good. People, they just said, "Let's go for it. Let's put it out there now."
well, as I look at this box office information, that makes a shit ton of sense.
Yeah, and the lady who played Gladys, Amy Madigan,
Mhm.
won a Best Supporting Actress Oscar for that film at
Really?
75 years old.
I mean, she deserved it. She did
Yeah,
really good.
yeah.
Yeah. Every actor and actress in this movie was phenomenal. I
Oh yeah,
loved
they
them
were.
all.
And I
Yeah.
love Josh Brolin anyway.
Mhm.
You know, uh, the meal that Marcus and his husband were eating, the 7 hot dogs.
Yeah.
It was actually an homage to a skit from a TV show called The Whitest Kids You
You
Know.
know? Yep.
Yeah,
I know it. Yep.
because it was in memoriam of Trevor Moore because that was a friend of Zach Kreger who was the director.
Oh, that's cool. That's
So it
really
was kind
cool.
of an homage to his friend who he had lost.
Okay. That's
So,
really
it's
cool.
kind of one of those little weird ones that are in there.
Mhm.
There was actually a website that they put up as well for the movie. Called,
217.com.
no, maybrookmissing.net to promote
Oh.
it.
Hmm. I wonder
Yeah.
if it's still up.
I don't know. I didn't look.
Maybrookmissing.net. I don't care. Is the weapon website missing still up? No, no, it was taken down.
Yeah, it was probably just there for the promotion.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
okay. I can reminisce of images of it.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, no, I'm on Google Images. I'm looking at the website from
Oh, okay.
Images.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So that whole big run that it shows Alex walking home, and how
Uh-huh.
it was
Yeah.
all through all these streets and everything.
Yep.
Gonna love this one. So Alex's house is actually literally the backyard back straight up to that school's playground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's funny.
Amazing what movie magic can do, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
The tree was actually 3D painted, printed, and hand painted. So it
Oh,
was a 3D.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And the
cool.
last is there are probably two meanings to the 217. Okay. Obviously, the first one is 17 kids go missing and two
Mhm.
people are left behind, the teacher and Alex. The
Right.
other one is kind of a roundabout reference to room 217 of The Shining, where all the action happened.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. And that concludes the weapons trivia.
Sweet. So let's talk that box office. All right,
Let's
so
talk it.
the budget for this movie was around an estimated total of $38 million. So nothing to bat your eyes at, nothing to squeeze at. It was a pretty decent
No.
budget.
Yeah.
It had a very decent budget and it did really amazing with the budget it had. So 38 million was the budget. Opening weekend in US and Canada, it made 43.5 million.
Oh,
So it made its money back plus some just in opening weekend.
they did good
So
then.
yeah, it went on to gross in just US and Canada alone 151.5 million.
Dang.
Now you ready for that gross worldwide number because this movie
Yeah.
released in multiple countries. Gross worldwide, this movie made $270 million.
Okay, and they started with 38 million?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
This movie made money.
I hope to God they all have percentages in their contracts, man.
Right. This movie made money. And it deserves it because it was very good. It was very good.
Now, there is rumors that there will be a prequel.
Really?
Hmm.
Interesting. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, because I think Gladys needs a backstory.
Yeah, we need to see Gladys's backstory.
How
Definitely.
she got to where she is.
Mhm. Yep. So, here comes the big announcement. As you all know, Hayden uh I don't want to butcher
Panettiere?
her last name. Panettiere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, she has passed. She passed away. I don't know all the details. I haven't really looked into it all the way, and I don't want to speculate on anything. However, we are very sad to see this happen. As you know, I am a very big fan of the Scream franchise, and we were going to do Screams 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the month of September. But in light of everything that has happened with
Hayden's passing.
yeah, and I didn't want to say the death. In light of Hayden's passing, we are going to do a double feature of Screams 1 and 2 next week, and then in the month of September, we are going to do Scream 3, 4, 5, and 6, so that we can get both of Hayden's two appearances in Scream. So we're going to do the entire Scream franchise as a tribute to the great Kirby.
Yes.
So rest in peace. And we are going to honor you by watching the Scream franchise for the next few weeks.
Yes.
I'm excited because, as we know, this is my favorite franchise.
It is.
Yeah.
It is 100% his favorite.
hmm I have Scream everything, and everybody knows that if you're looking for a gift for me, anything Scream related, it's great. Love it. I collect it all.
Well, then that makes it harder because then we don't know what to buy you because you already have it.
I'll take copies of each thing. That don't
Now
matter.
you know why. Now you know why I lean towards the other stuff.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
But, I mean, you can't go wrong with Deadpool. You can't go wrong with Ghostface. You can't go wrong with Chucky or any
the clown.
anything nerdy or horror-y. But anyway, that's
Overreach.
gonna be it for us. We love y'all, and we will
Yes,
see
we do.
you in the next one.